Hi everyone, welcome back to the Capacities channel. Today I'm going to walk you through everything that is new in release 58. This is a release mainly focused around our complete overhaul of search, but we've also added some really great new features that I'm excited to tell you about today. So first things first, we have improved search. It's now generally faster, better, more performant, and it now works fully offline. Before just title search worked offline, but now absolutely everything does on all of your devices. So you can see that the results came up really quickly and they're really accurate. There's no more fuzzy searching. It is just looking for matches for your exact search term. With these changes come better support for numbers, symbols, words with hyphens in the middle, and also non-logographic languages. And we've also added a few new features as well. So one of these features is if you add a caret like this, it's going to take your search term and return only the results where that's the first word. So if you look at the difference between having it and not having it, you can see that curiosity is matched sort of in the middle of blocks, in the middle of titles, versus with it is just the first part of the object or the first part of the block. So if you know that you're looking specifically for like the first word of something, this is an excellent thing to use. We've also added support for exact phrase searches. So here you can see that feedback loops returns what I would want to see first of all, but it's also matching the loops word to this query. And if you know that you are looking just for things around the term, you can wrap it in quotation marks like this, and you can see that the search results update accordingly. We have also added full text search to the object dashboard, so you can have a look for something more specifically from not only the titles of those objects, but also the blocks within them. This also works for tags as well, which can help you filter your search if you've got a lot of tagged items. You'll also notice in general that the linking search is much faster, and we've added a new feature for your block references. So before you had to go to the object that you wanted to copy the block reference from, find it, copy it, and then go back to where you want to paste it. That's no longer needed. You can just search for the text that is within that block that you're looking for and add it just like that. So if you want to do the same, just add two brackets and it will bring up that search. And you can see that it obviously tells you the content of that block, but also the object that is found in, which can help you pick the right result. The full list of all the search changes and improvements, including some breaking changes, are listed in the release notes, which I will put in the description bar. But the next thing I want to tell you about is a new feature that we've added called Aliases. Now, I'm going to use Albert Einstein as an example here. It's very common when you're talking about famous people to refer to them just by their last name, right? And I suppose the same is true for people that you know. You might not refer to them by their whole name, but just their first name. And an alias is now a way that you can say to capacities that whenever you use Einstein, you are meaning Albert Einstein. And that's done with aliases. Aliases are a new property type. So open up your custom types where you want to add one and click aliases, and you'll find it when you hover over the title. Click on that and you can just add what you'd like to add. And you can see that my mentions page is going to update, and it's going to find matches not only to Albert Einstein, but also just to Einstein in general. In this case, that's much more accurate. And because aliases are added on a case-by-case basis, you get to decide how they look and for which objects. So before it just returned this first block with Albert Einstein, but Einstein alone is mentioned in these second blocks, and now they're in my mentions as well, which is helpful for me to update my notes. And when you search, you can search for the alias or the full name, and you will see something like this, where the full name is listed and the alias is in brackets. Okay, next up, we have added a nice feature for your related tags to show you the tag network. So this is only showing the actual tags and not the notes they're part of, but it means you can visualize these related tags at the top. We also added Mermaid Diagram support. The Mermaid Diagrams work with our code editor. So you can either type in /code and then choose the language that you want to add, or you can just type mermaid like that and start creating right away. So you write what you want in the top and then it will display it for you. You can also edit it with AI if you have that enabled in your space. You can make really elaborate ones or really simple ones, whatever you need, but you can also view it in full screen as well. which can be helpful for the more intricate ones. The choice is yours. It's just now possible to do so in capacities. Next up is a change to the inbox. We launched tasks at the end of last year, and the inbox previously would only be cleared if a date was assigned to it. But we heard your feedback, and there are some tasks in line with like the getting things done methodology where there's no specific date for doing it. It might just be something that you want to do someday. Now the inbox has been updated where it either needs a status or it needs a date, and if it has one of those things, it will clear the inbox. So that's another way that you can do that. As a reminder, if you want to add your own statuses, head into the task object type settings, into the management settings here, and choose which statuses you would like to add. We also heard that you really like the context, and it felt like you were missing the ability to filter by context. That is now possible in queries. So I'll open this one to show you that I am trying to find all tasks where the context property includes either Julie or Adam. And I'm saying that these are tasks that are open for my team. You will find this backlink objects option available in all of your queries now going forward, and you can just find what you need. I've added that as a section to my task object type so I can come back to them more quickly. As always, there are many more small improvements and fixes that should help make your capacities usage better and more enjoyable, and the full list of those is available in the release notes that I will link in the description. If you have any questions about the things I've showed today, please let me know and I am happy to answer.